Napoli have made a flying start to the Serie A campaign in Italy, winning all 8 games so far, and they've also began well in the UEFA Europa League, in which action continued today with Matchday 3 in a Group C encounter seen live on SportsMax. The aforementioned Napoli, they played the Polish side Legia Warsaw, and after an arm wrestle for much of the first half, well, for all of the first half and for the early parts of the second half, the Italian side found their best stride to run out 3 yellow winners. We have highlights.
So Napoli finding themselves bottom of the group. A quartet that they were expected to lead the charge in. And Leicester City seen as 2 clear favourites. The drama of this group. Cross clipped in, Insigne's there! Brilliant finish! Napoli lead! And it's Lorenzo Insigne. His first goal from open play this season. Brilliantly swept home. It flashed beyond Mishka, who had not a prayer in trying to keep that out. And it's a huge let-off for Napoli, who were left exposed defensively there. Now Osimhen, game stretching out. Insigne back to Osimhen again. Can he find the finish? He can! And there is no doubt now that Napoli will take all 3 points here tonight. And perhaps Mishka just left a gap too big at his front post here. Jose Mourinho will be in a particularly good mood as we head back to Italian capital. Chance to have a crack at goal here is brilliant. It wraps up proceedings for Napoli, who's really helped to steer the game in Napoli's favour. Well, he gets his reward. It just opened up for him, and it was a lovely curled effort beyond the reach of Mishta, who was reaching to his right but was never going to get there. There is the full-time whistle. Well, they had to show patience, they had to show persistence, and then there was a little bit of perfection thrown in to open up the scoring as well.
Yeah, so Luciano Spalletti's men getting the job done over there in Italy. I take it, Whitaker, you were rather light to the first goal.
Oh, Insigne, that was a beauty, George. On the half volley, perfect timing, perfectly struck. And great on Napoli that they were able to win the game so decisively. After 75 minutes, it was still 0-0. But that was a peachable goal. All 3 goals were good.
Yeah, which of the 3 do you fancy, Mariah?
I like the same one that Lance liked.
All right, Mr. Producer, why are you so curmudgeonly with the replay? Yes!
Sweet. Oh, yes. Oh, that's a top drawer.
That could actually make the SportsMax Zone class moments.
I expected to, Mariah, not this Fred nonsense that we got last week.
That would have been bad.
Why are you saying Fred nonsense and it was a Neymar goal? Anyway, that's not what we're talking about at the moment. Continue.
Yes, let's not take away the shine from the first goal.
Right, so the first goal, brilliant by Lorenzo Insigne, the Italian playmaker, who's the heartbeat of this Napoli team and has been so for a long time, the Italian. And yeah, he opened the scoring. Warsaw was proving rather stubborn, and as the commentator said, Napoli were down in the ruck coming into the game, and they had to win this game to get their campaign started, and it was emphatic in the end. The second goal wasn't bad either, and I like to see the second goal just because of who scored it. The hottest striker in the Serie A so far this season, the Nigerian Victor Osimhen. Look at this.
Assisted by Insigne.
Oh yes. Look at this assist. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Played it behind the defender, spinning behind him, and Osimhen running on, and the goalkeeper just leaving the smallest gap. The ball actually went between his arm and his torso, right at his side. 22 years old this Nigerian is. He is young, as I said, 22, but a nomadic career thus far. He's been to Germany, VfL Wolfsburg. He's been to Belgium at Charleroi. That's where the Jamaican Shamar Nicholson is playing his football now. So VfL Wolfsburg in Germany was his first stop in Europe. Then to Belgium at Charleroi. Then to Lille in France's Ligue 1. And now he's in Italy. So 4 clubs, 4 countries at only 22 years old. Only now has Victor Osimhen come to hand. He was rather good last season, but this year he really looks a man who has gone up a level or two. One of the hottest strikers in Europe right now. And if you haven't been watching Napoli play, you better pay attention to them, if only to see him score goals, and of course to see Lorenzo Insigne make magic from the middle of the park.
Yeah, but since we have shown two, why don't we show the third, George? Because the Politano strike was also a fine strike as well.
It was a fine strike, Mariah. But guess what? Guess what? I think the defenders are tired at this point. Look at the body language of the defenders, Mariah.
Yes.
He picks up possession here.
Yes.
Usually you go to close, then you go to engage.
Yes.
That was a half-hearted attempt to engage. Yeah, they were beaten. Warsaw were mentally beaten.
Okay.
A fine strike still.
Okay, yes.
But I'm saying the defenders were having time off, Mariah.
Yeah, definitely. And I think after you saw the quality of the first and second, it's difficult, Lance, to say that, this is anything close.
Yeah, and to strengthen George's point, if you're fighting so hard for 75 minutes and you hold a team at 0-0, and then within 7 minutes you go 2-0 down with a few minutes left in the game, your heart sinks, and it's a little difficult to conjure up the energies after that.
Yeah. Yesterday, George, I was reading an article talking about Napoli, and they were saying that this Napoli team reminds them of the days when Diego Maradona was coaching the team. But I don't know if that's too much, so maybe y'all could probably
I think it's too much, yeah.
No. Different team, different characteristics. And look, don't get too excited about Napoli in Serie A, because Napoli have done this before. There was a time when the Slovakian Marek Hamšík was the captain. They had Edinson Cavani there, they had Gonzalo Higuain there, Rafa Benitez coached them, they had the ex-Liverpool goalkeeper Pepe Reina between the sticks. They had some outstanding players. They had Dries Mertens, the outstanding Belgian as well. They've had some very good players over time, and they've always threatened to go away and win the league. Walter Mazzarri took them close. The former Chelsea manager took them close as well. Chain-smoking former Chelsea manager with the huge head. I'm looking at him now. Maurizio Sarri, yes, thank you very much. So coaches have taken them very close. They've looked the part only to fall away. So just temper the expectations, Napoli fans. But in this Europa League, they are very good, and it's because they're so very good why we picked them as one of the games to show on SportsMax this week. So it wasn't by accident. All right.
Yeah.
Over in Group G, Bayer Leverkusen, they battled to a 1-1 draw with the Spanish side Real Betis, and we have those highlights as well.
Swung in now, and it's not away yet. It's a real scramble. Tar, he couldn't clear either. Over the top from Iglesias. Using all of their squad. Frimpong didn't get it away. Screams of handball. The players are joining in. The crowd is almost 100% unanimous, and there will be a delay whilst VAR checks. It's just trying to establish whether it came off the left knee first, I think. Doesn't look it in real time. Here he goes. Penalty Betis. They seem to know it all along. Dispatched. Thumped home. Real Betis 1, Bayer Leverkusen 0. One of you'd pay big bucks to watch and gets you off the edge of your seat, but a striker that most squads would like to have, because he really does put the shift in every single time. Now here's Diaby, who's keeping going gamely for Leverkusen. And that was a pass shot. Oh, Bravo can't keep it out. The deflection has done for him. In the right place to come onto this after William couldn't really get it away. It might even have been going wide, his first effort. And it comes off William's knee, and there's nothing Claudio Bravo can do. All over in Seville. Applause right around the Estadio Benito Villamarín. They've given us a really entertaining, end-to-end, quick contest, these two. And they both remain unbeaten at the top of Europa League Group G.
Yeah, some folks involved in this game who are looking to repair their reputation. The first place to start is the commentator wasn't lying. This 1-1 was a rather good game. Usually, you say, well, draws aren't that exciting.
This was a hard-fought one.
This was really exciting. This was very good for 1-1.
Yeah, well, the Betis goalkeeper, Claudio Bravo, was most people's man of the match for the game, which tells you that he was very busy working, which suggests that offensively Leverkusen were doing a lot.
You know, I want to go back to the goal scored by Leverkusen, because the commentator said it was going wide. I think it was a controlled effort with the inside of the right foot. He was trying to pass, to bend it, and the deflection, of course, beat Claudio Bravo. But I'm not sure it was going wide. I think it would have bent on target. Maybe Mr. Commentator was a tad unkind to suggest that this effort, a controlled effort, was going to go wide. the best way to see it is of course behind the striker.
Yeah, that shot suggested that it may have been going wide.
I'm not sure. I think he was bending back, lads. I think he was bending back. I think he was.
But he was a side-footed effort, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he would have gotten that much bend on it.
Yeah, but it was a long way out. The ball was
so there was time
from,
for it to
that's
curve.
What I'm saying, and the way he caressed it, he didn't try to hit it too hard. Just tried to bend it back.
Yeah. It could have, but
I'm not sure it would have defeated the goalkeeper.
Yes.
But I'm just saying that I think it would have been.
You think it was heading for
better
goal?
angle.
Yeah. Let's
Look
see.
at this. This is about. No, I think it was bending back. I think it was bending back.
No, George.
You don't think so? Mariah would say?
No.
I think he was bending back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. William Carvalho put his big knee in it, the Portuguese midfielder, to divert it, but I think this was bending back. All being said, 1-1.
Well, goal, yeah.
Leverkusen, there was, of course, in the Bundesliga on the weekend, the build-up was that finally Bayern Munich, the runaway champions, the runaway leaders in Germany, the defending champions, that they were finally going to get a good game against Leverkusen.
Right.
You know what happened? It was 5-0 at halftime.
Oh, yeah.
So they are coming off a massive defeat in the Bundesliga.
Yes.
So very good for them to get a point on the road. And that point on the road means that themselves and Real Betis are both on 7 points. They control the group, first and second. And only goal difference separates them. And both have played 3 games, have won 2 and drawn 1. So they are still, they're very much in control of their own destiny insofar as going to the knockout round of the competition is concerned. In Group H, the English side, West Ham United, continued their impressive run in this competition, and their impressive play this season goes from Craig Dawson, Issa Diop and Jared Bowen led the Hammers to a 3-0 win over the Belgian side Genk to make it 3 wins from 3. We have some highlights.
Now we are definitely underway. West Ham looking to make it 3 wins from 3 in the group. Took over at Genk in November last year. That's a good run from Ito, the Japanese player who stayed on side. Oh, it's in, but the flag is up. Arteaga. Oh, the keeper came. Oh, my goodness. Cresswell's corner, Dawson, it's in! Again, it's the zonal marking. It allows Dawson to get a run. And there's the header off the bar and in. Diop. And Issa Diop on target this time. And again, he gets a run. 2 goals in 12 minutes for the Hammers. And now they're really starting to enjoy themselves. Bowen takes it on and scores brilliantly. Second goal of the season, given away wretchedly. And suddenly they were outnumbered. And Bowen just takes it on. The goalkeeper, Van der Voort, will certainly question himself here. Job done for West Ham United. 3 wins out of 3 in Group H.
Yeah, so David Moyes' team getting the result there. You want to know about a tough guy, Mariah?
Tough guy?
Yeah, tough guy. There's a guy on the West Ham team, Tomas Soucek, tall guy, of course, played today. The reason I'm telling you about him and mentioning tough guy in the same breath is this: he had plastic surgery on his face. Today's what? Thursday? I think Tuesday or Monday. Yeah, because on the weekend in the Premier League, he caught, that's him, number 28. I don't see, can you get a shot of the face? Yeah, look at him, right. What you see now is him looking good. In the Premier League on the weekend, he was involved in a challenge with Solomon Rondon, the Venezuelan who plays for Everton. And Rondon's studs damaged Soucek's face. His lip was busted. His cheek, his right cheek, you can see the cut there, was busted. And I think on the left side of his face was busted as well. And his teeth, I think one
But
tooth.
you could see a bit of a dent.
Yeah, a tooth was also chipped.
Aye.
The man went to the dentist, then he went to the plastic surgeon who repaired his lip. He got stitches immediately after the game. So after the stitches, the plastic surgeon took out the stitches, of course. Plastic surgery went to the lip, plastic surgery to the face, fixed him up, and he insisted about 48 hours or less after plastic surgery that he would play today, and he played today. That's a tough guy.
That's a tough guy for sure.
Yeah, more
Mentally
than
and
tough.
physically.
More than
Yeah,
tough.
I mean,
You know who would be on holidays?
Who would be on
Me.
holidays? Of course, you would be on holidays. All right, so let's look at the full list of the full results from today's schedule. Rangers, they beat Brøndby 2-0. Lyon won on the road 4-2 at Sparta Prague in the Czech Republic. Monaco, they went to Holland and beat PSV 2-1. Real Sociedad, the Spanish team, they went to Switzerland and beat Sturm Graz 1-0. Napoli 3-0 at home over Legia Warsaw. Fenerbahce and Royal Antwerp, the Turkish and the Dutch team, and the Belgian team rather, sharing 4 goals down the middle. Eintracht Frankfurt from Germany beat Olympiacos from Greece 3-1. Marseille, the French team, went to Italy, 0-0 draw with Lazio. Lokomotiv Moscow in Russia lost to the Turkish team Galatasaray 1-0. Midtjylland, the Danish team, drew 1-1 with Red Star Belgrade, the Serbian team, that's Crvena Zvezda. Braga, the Portuguese team, they went to Ludogorets and they won 1-0. Leverkusen and Real Betis confirming that 1-1 draw. Rapid Wien, the Austrian team, beating Dinamo Zagreb 2-1, the Hungarian side. And then West Ham from East London beating Genk from Belgium 3-0. So a lot of games today, as we said, 16 games, 36 goals. The Europa League, a competition, it keeps on giving, and there have been so many goals this weekend, especially from the Champions League. But I suspect Mariah will use her influence to ensure that the first goal scored by Insigne in the Napoli game gets into the SportsMax class moment less than 24 hours.
The fact that I said I liked it, it's in already.
Excellent. I think we should go to break on that note.
We should.
We should.